Not the right screen. We made it. Okay. We made it. Hang on. What do we want from music to the help? Help. Okay. That'll do. Damn, it's cold. I just woke up just in time for stream. I was supposed to have a short break. Suddenly, I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was saying anymore. That's the condition I'm in. Anyway, I was supposed to have a short break, and then it became a long nap. That's the story. That's what I was trying to say. Hang on. Nope. Nope. So it's visible? No. Great. Capture cursor? No. It sucks that I can't actually adjust things here. Anyway, I'm gonna leave a new clock in the corner. But yes, just in time for the 8:30 stream. Excellent. Why though? I don't know. What am I why thoing? I am now time traveling dragon, don't worry. I love my thumbnail. Very sexy thumbnail. That's my new VTuber model. Ah! Anyway, this actually looks fine. I don't think I need to fix it, so I think we just get to actually drawing it in today. This middle line I might need to fix, but apart from that, it seems alright. I put 2 pies in the oven for dinner, and it was taking 45 minutes. Unbelievable. 45 minutes for 2 pies? Like, hello? What am I supposed to do in the meat? I should have done it during my first stream, but I didn't know it was going to take that long. Suppose let's draw the hair. Let's just try the hair, I guess. I want to try draw it in like really old style, like Sailor Moon age kind of, Akira kind of, Evangelion kind of style, you know? I feel like that would be fun. But nah. What do I want to give it for here? Let's look at Witch first, because I'm basing this off Witch. Witch Eden's 0. I don't want to give her braids. Braids not it. I really hate braids. Absolutely cannot stand braids. Both as a character and in real life, braids is not it. Braids is the most boring kind of hairstyle in the whole planet. Long straight hair is the best. I'm gonna open this picture in the new tab. Let's pop this here actually. This is my reference. That's fine. I like her visor and stuff though. The color is pretty cool too. Whoa. Wonder who else I can use as reference. Well, let's just throw some shapes at her and see what it looks like. I don't want long hair like this, because she's gonna have a visor in front, so that won't make much sense, right? Maybe something, it has to be something clean, maybe. Let's look at Zero as well. Zero Mega Man. I'm getting the Mega Man X version of Zero. I want the Mega Man Zero version of Zero. The Mega Man Zero version of Zero is actually like such a pretty boy, actually. I should do Mega Man Zero stream, honestly. It'd be good fun. I need the right controllers for it. It's supposed to be played on like Game Boy. Can I get GBA controllers for PC? I know they redid it for Switch. Maybe I just played with the Switch controls. I know it released on Steam. The Mega Man Zeros. But it's gonna be so hard playing on like keyboard and mouse. So. Let me go look. Zero and ZX all on PC for $40. Man, I want it so bad, actually. Whatever, I'm born on the 1st of January 1981 now. Why is this an adult thing? Mega Man, I've been playing since I was a kid. Why do I need to enter my age to... Casual scenario mode and the save assist feature. Man. I'm never good at those kind of games. I love playing them, so. Alright, well. The other one that I can look at is Nier. Nier Androids. Automata. 2B has good hair, honestly. I love 2B's character design as well. Yeah, her hair doesn't give a crap that she has a visor under her. It's like eye patch or whatever. You just draw it all over the place. Hang on. Love the character design though. It somehow feels futuristic. I think it's because of the white hair. But it also feels like very samurai. Am I gonna get spoilers for Nier? I can't play Nier. I tried playing Nier. It's a nightmare to play Nier. That'll do. I mean, this could easily just become 2B or something. Let's just give the shape for now, I suppose. I want spiky hair. Or do I want round hair? Maybe I don't give any hair. Actually, why the hell is it so cold? Face may be a bit long, but I think it's fine. You can adjust. I'm gonna give V shape because it's nice and balanced. V shape's always nice. So it's a futuristic version of a police lady, right? So maybe I should look at existing famous police ladies. I feel like it has to be a ponytail, but maybe it doesn't have to be a ponytail. This actually isn't so bad. Looks like she could be out of a fighting game, like Street Fighter or something. Tekken. Time traveler from the future, cyborg in the fighting game. That'll be fun. Let's bring her hair down. Should it be this long, maybe? I don't like the fringe though. I want it to be one-sided, probably, like this. I wanted... Actually, I don't think I have to, because we're gonna have the visor covering her eyes anyway. Covering someone's eyes makes them look more mysterious, so that's the intention we're going for by covering her eyes. But if normally I would... Hang on. Normally I would pop like a fringe over an eye to cover it, to make it look more mysterious, but she has these visors on top of it anyway, so... If I split the fringe a bit, maybe it'll be better. More and more Nova every day. Who's Nova? Is that the lady that you linked me? Yeah, it looks nothing like that. It's just the ponytail. Do I have to get rid of the ponytail? I don't want to get rid of the ponytail. It's very police they have a ponytail. Wait. That's horrible. I shouldn't have done that. Fine. Let's go look at some characters from Conan. Conan characters. Detective. Female police. I mean, they just have the most boring hairstyles. Ran has a nice hairstyle though. Yeah, the Yukiko has a nice hairstyle too. Most notable female characters. Wait, no. Most notable female police characters. Toughest female detective. Who's Aya Brea? Where is she from? Parasite Eve by Square Enix. Interesting. Who are these people? Castle. Bone Collect. Angelina Jolie. Bun, maybe. Cold Case. Sandra Bullock. Yikes. These are detectives, though. Detectives, not it. I don't want someone in a trench coat going around looking at crime scenes. I want someone who's in a patrol car shooting it out, you know? Yes. What's it? What's the name? What's it called? Help. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that's the one. Let's go look. 9 characters. Amy Santiago Poggers. Melanie Hawkins. Amy's character design is really nice. Exposing that forehead really brings out her character. Like how we spoke about covering an eye makes someone look mysterious. The opposite is true. By exposing their forehead, that makes them look very blunt and honest. Which is her personality in the show, so I think it's very nice. This looks like she has a fairly straightforward personality still. So. Not it though. I don't like this. Rid. This isn't it either. She looks so suspicious. She looks like she has teenage anxiety, dude. He looks like she has to choose a career path. The head's long. This ticks me off. The head's very long though. And they shorten the chin. Make the face smaller. 25. Let's have a look. Anyway, this hair's not it, so it's gonna go. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I swear Angelina Jolie has one hairstyle in like in combat scenes, and that's the Tomb Raider hairstyle, dude. That was a great movie though, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It was so much fun. But then like you get bored of seeing it. But it really was a great movie. Wait, they're having a remake? You're kidding me. Why? It's not old enough to warrant a remake. Actually, it's 2005? Almost 20 years? What? Is this how they felt when like 1990s movies were remade? What? Why would you remake that? There's so much more things you need to remake. Like, this is a good movie. There's so many bad movies to be remaking. We still haven't had a decent Hulk film. Nikita. Wow. Catwoman. Yeah, so it is old, but it's still a good movie though. Like, why you go mess with it? Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. You what? You what? Michelle Pfeiffer and Ant-Man was better, wasn't it? Yeah. That Catwoman, ugh, that character design in the movie. The suit is, ugh. Suit is not it, dude. It's so shiny. There's so many scratches all over it. It's a nightmare. Black Cat from Spider-Man, the video game, was way better than Catwoman, honestly. Black Cat's amazing. I mean, let's go look at Black Cat's hair. Hang on, not hair. Spider-Man. Look at that. I think she's a way better character than Catwoman. Oh, wait. Should play the Spider-Man games, honestly. I do have a PlayStation just lurking. If only I had the time. Maybe I have the time if I stop sleeping so much and quit Dota. Well, this hairstyle's not bad either. Medium length with simple one. Once again, they didn't cover the eyes, but she has the mask on, so it still makes them look mysterious regardless. Add this to my list of references. Go look at remake news for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. As a series on Amazon Prime. Wow. I can imagine it's not as fun as the original, and then it'll be like some kind of dramatic garble. Like way too much drama and intensity instead of just being a lighthearted and fun movie. So that's what's gonna happen. That's my plan. That's my prediction. Let's throw some hair at her again. See what happens. I don't have any ideas really. Dark Knight. Catwoman in Dark Knight Rises was way better. Anne Hathaway. I actually like the outfit there. The Michelle Pfeiffer costume wasn't it? Jesus. I'm looking at a list of female characters and they have a picture of Mystique being stabbed. You couldn't have chosen a better picture. I don't know who this is. Lara Croft, of course. Famous. Who else is lady? I've seen this name before. Let me just Google her real quick. Ah, she's Jean Grey in X-Men. I see. I was like, I've seen that name before, but couldn't put a finger on it. Let's go look at Resident Evil, actually. Resident Evil style wouldn't be so bad as well. Fictional characters: Jill Valentine, yes. Claire Redfield, Ada Wong. Images. Image may be subject to is this cosplay or is this a picture? It's a cosplay. I can't show it then. I mean, I'm gonna show it real quick. But this is essentially the same picture I'm drawing, right? Like, this is essentially the same damn picture. Hands aside, that's the same damn picture, dude, honestly. Like, I don't... It's a fairly standard one. Claire has a ponytail. Similar kind of fringe. It's her cosplay as well. Ada Wong. How can anyone fight zombies in a dress? Like, how can you even run in that dress? Fat Ada Wong from Resident Evil 2. Wow. Kason was playing Resident Evil 2 while cosplayed as Ada Wong. Cindy Lennox, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, let's go look at some pictures. It's the same kind of hairstyle though. You keep your eyes open and out of the way and then you do a ponytail. That's pretty much the standard. This is actually quite difficult, so let me draw some lines in to make it easier for me. Well, let's get rid of the visor. It's actually fine. I expect the eyes to be about here somewhere. That's not quite straight. Hang on. Probably a bit high for the eyes, honestly. People normally draw it a bit lower, but let's see. Yeah, that looks a bit more natural, I think. The ear might be too high now, but it'll be fine. Otherwise, the face will look super long. Nose goes about there-ish. The mouth about there-ish. I might draw eyes in, and then put the visor on top afterwards. So I can get the positioning right. Need to scoot this down just a bit. I think we're good. Chin's quite pointy though. If I want to shorten it, now's my chance. His chin's not quite right. I think that's fine. I'm gonna merge. Do I merge it? I don't know. I don't want to. Can I do this? Will this work? Like, I don't want to merge it, but I want to move it together. It doesn't work. Can't do it. Never mind. I think the neck is fine anyway. I wanted to shorten the neck a bit, but I think it's fine. Probably this comes here, curves around here this way. The MP, Neto, how are you? Thanks for joining. Trying to figure out a hairstyle. Or I have a reference for the visor afterwards, but for now, hair first. Actually, let's go and draw the face of the face. That's easier for me afterwards. Tell which one the side is and which one the front is. It's gonna be the front of the face. If we were to make a mask of her face, this is where we would cut. That's a very scary way of putting it, but that's how it is. Okay, let's say if she were to be wearing a face. I mean, wearing a face. If she were wearing a mask, that's where it would be. Oh, that's where the hair is supposed to go. Hang on. Good. Hey. Hang on. Browser showed up to my stream, flamed me, asked me to draw, and then left. Just so you're aware. Showed up to my stream, said you are noob, and then said can you draw next, and then left. So interesting outcome. And that was like 3 hours ago. While I was playing Dota. Right, this is an okay place to start, I think. Now I think I can try drawing the hair. Maybe a bit darker. I want the hair to come down this side though, on the side for sure. Maybe I do make it curve in a bit. I think that's nice. We'll just do this. We'll keep her bald, have 2 strands of hair coming down the side, and that's going to be her hairstyle. I'm happy with that. Very good. Do you see the thumbnail? That's my new character model, Nato. My new character design. That's me. That's my new character. Day 91, here we go, dude. Ay. I'm losing my voice, actually. Screaming at Dota today while doing streaming was not alright. Shouted at Dota too much. Add a new layer. And look at the fringe a bit more. Exactly the same color. Too light though, hang on. We could do something neat like this. Essentially, if we have this, we're planning to do a mid part already, right? So either we put something in the middle this way, or we completely neglect everything in the middle. Depending on what kind of personality we want to give her, I guess. This reminds me of Hikari from Digimon. I'm good only. Oh, you're here! Wow. Only all black colors? You mean drawing in grayscale? Some good artists draw with many colors. Use gradients. Gradient map? I don't know. I know gradient map thingy. I've tried it. It didn't work out too well. Because I didn't use a proper gradient map. I just threw random colors. But that's not the look I want to go for, so... Not it. Welcome back, Mr. Browser. Thanks for joining again. I was saying bad things about you. Welcome back. I'm not good at it. I mean, it's like, what's the point, though? You're still setting colors and then you're just applying the thing anyway. You could always do grisaille... What's it called in English? Grisaille? In English, is in Japanese, is grisaille ho. Always do grisaille ho as well if you want, but not really a need. Could always have this kind of hairstyle. Yes, I thought I started. Doesn't matter, it's just an expression of what you feel, so you draw it in whatever style you want. It's all part of the fun. Some people like drawing hyper-realistic stuff. I draw hyper-deformed stuff. Or as Nato would say, I draw hyper-unique stuff. Still fine. I could give her short hair. I could give her long hair on one side. This feels very Tifa-ish, so. I don't think short hair is it. I don't want short hair, I want long hair in this one. Wouldn't be so bad, actually. Let's leave this in for a bit. We'll crop that out. Not crop, we'll split it off into a new layer. Mistakes were made. And then we will work on this one for now. I want you to see it. Wait. Have a look. I need like a women's hair catalog or something. Let's go look at some women's hair catalog. The contours look weird. It's not going around the roundness of the head. I think I botched the hair somehow. Right, time to combine some of these to make a proper shape. I think it's because I just saw K-Son, but I feel like this looks very much like K-Son. Like a character that K-Son could cosplay. I think even the face shape matches her. Ah. I'll draw a short hair one afterwards. This hairstyle reminds me of the lady from Polka Dot Stingray. I really love her hair in that music video. What is it called? Jet. Or Jet by Polka Dot Stingray. If you look at that video, her hair is real nice. I love that short hair. I think it's really cool. For me, this could just very well be K-Son fan art at this point, honestly. Make the hair a bit longer. Actually still looks alright even if it flipped. Is it actually following the contour? I think it is. It's fine, I think. I'm a long hair person. I really like long hair. I'm the type of person that thinks long hair is one of the greatest things to happen to humanity in the existence of time. Along with the creation of anime, but Violet Evergarden. Are you talking about the main character, the blonde hair? Oh wait, she's cut it short. Wait, I thought she had long hair. Which one is it? No, it's short hair. Actually, no. What? I don't know. It's long hair but tied up, right? It's not short hair. It looks very firm. It's a lot of hair. That's a lot of budget to just draw her hair. There's got to be like one guy just drawing her hair for the rest of his life. That's so much drawing in every shot of her hair, dude. Ay ay ay. Some poor bastard's just stuck drawing her hair for the rest of his career. Should be all the way at the back. That's why I'm dying every frame. Yes. I haven't seen it though. I don't want to watch any tragedy. I saw like bits and pieces of it, but I don't feel like watching tragedy. I suppose it's not as tragedy as heartwarming, but I can't be bothered with that kind of genre at the moment. I don't like that line. Maybe this way around. Will this be alright? Maybe this is fine. This curvature is not quite right here somewhere. I want motion where it's swinging that way. Like, this is not quite it then. Let's try this section again. This was alright. It should feel like a stack of cards falling, I think. Until it looks very unbalanced, but I want motion, so maybe this curve has to come in higher. I think it really fits my art style. Okay, let's go have a look. Yes. I think that looks fine. I think that looks fine. Although the head looks a bit short, but I think that looks fine. You're using a lot of airbrush again in your shading, I think. It makes everything look very... I love the highlights though. The sparkling in the hair and the accessories. The hand and the pendants. It's really nice. But the shading on the chest and the shoulders, I think you should avoid the airbrush in general. Or are you using the blur tool even? I think you should try using watercolor brush. I really like this picture, honestly. It's a really nice picture. The highlights are insanely good. Is it a finished picture? Or... I think it's such a waste, because if you change the shading, I think it would be an amazing picture. I feel so bad that I feel like it could be really nice if you did. If you didn't use airbrush like things, but it's such a great picture still though. Nah, that's a great picture. You don't have to worry about it not matching your art style. It looks great. It looks wonderful. Wonderbar. 10 out of 10. And the highlights are really nice, honestly. We'll do this. I'm gonna have to shorten that hair. The same. We'll look at some of my pictures. I think you need a variation of brushes, right? So you can't just use one brush, and that's I was gonna okay, let me steal someone's tutorial content. I'm gonna absolutely just steal someone's content. This is not anything original, but I'm gonna draw a cube. It's something I absolutely saw in a tutorial. I'm gonna have rounded edges, and then we're just gonna do a sphere. Actually, we'll do a cylinder. That's fine. Yeah, cylinder will do. And I'm gonna fill it in real quick. Won't do it, will it? Of course it won't. It's not about... If the tutorial is complex, it doesn't make it better, honestly. And that's what I realized while watching Saito Naoki Sensei's videos. He doesn't teach you how to draw. He teaches you how to approach drawing. He doesn't say you should be shading this way. He gives guides on character design rather than... He doesn't say use this line to set this up face and then... Because, you know, most people just say like, you know, draw a circle first, then draw two crosses, and then you draw your chin. He doesn't really do that. He just says, you know, short faces are cuter in Moe style art, and then you can make it look smaller by putting more hair around. And then long faces are slightly more realistic. That's the kind of stuff he teaches. So it's not about how to do things, it's about how to approach and think of things. But I think his tutorials are very helpful. Now, let me quickly do this real quick so I can demonstrate something. And then I realized, right? Yeah, and then I realized it's not about how to do things. It doesn't matter how you do things. It doesn't matter if you draw in a particular way or not. As long as you draw art in your own way, then that's pretty damn good already, you know? So yeah, that's how I did my 90-day. He just says, if you want to learn how to draw, just pick an artist you like and start copying them and drawing like them. And then you just grow in that direction rather than making anyone draw like him, for example. Anyway, here's some examples of how we're going to use the brush. This isn't exactly a tutorial, this is an explanation of how I and whoever I learned, I think it was Yaki Mayuru. Define light. And this is up to your definition. What age did I start to draw? I always drew doodles. It wasn't good pictures, I just drew doodles in notebooks at school. And it was always terrible. The first good attempt at trying to be good at drawing. So I never really tried to be good. The first attempt at trying to be good at drawing was 90 days ago, so yeah. So yeah, that's me there. Now, let's talk about this. So this is my way of representing light, which is what I stole from Yaki Mayuri sensei. And, you know, everyone has their own ways of representing light. So for example, Picasso, Van Gogh, they all have their own ways. You can choose your own way. You don't have to do it the way that the internet says you should, because there's no right and wrong, it's just art. So, keeping that in mind, this is how I do things. So this is a square box, right? And that's the other thing. Let me rant on a bit more. I always was like, I have to draw it in this way to make it look this way. That's the correct way to draw it, but there's no correct way to draw it. Nato shows up in my stream and tells me my paintings are unique, and then I'm just like, bro, look at Picasso. Like, what? This doesn't mean his art is bad. It's sold for millions of dollars. But like, my point is, there's no right and wrong. It's just art. Anyway, this is a hard box with a hard edge. So we do it this way. Now, what you're doing is this one. You get this hard edge, and then you're going to use the blur tool, right? To ease the edge. Now, that's not what I do. What I do is Atsunuri. So, I actually, let's just do this, end up doing this kind of thing. So I'm using a watercolor brush. I'm going to protect alpha. I paint this in. I paint the other side back in. And then let's reduce the opacity here. And then I paint it in with the shadow color, and then paint the red color back in again. And I mix it this way. Let's just get rid of this here. So you get an ease, but not the airbrush effect. Or build a gradation here. That's my way of doing soft corners like skin and stuff. And then for this one, for completely round, I just go with an airbrush. That's a bit too big. So what happened there? Oh. This way. Splatter of paint over $1 million paint, I know, dude. Art. But now, looking at a proper example, right? So this is me using a watercolor brush. It's not airbrush. It's a terrible color that I chose. You can't really see, but... so you get a nice gradation without the airbrush blur. So it's fine to use an airbrush over a curve because it's a constant gradient, right? But this has two clear faces and then sharp curve there. My best advice would be find an artist that you like, look at how they're coloring it, and then do it the same way. It's probably the best advice I can give. Don't bother with tutorials. I think tutorials are ass. Unless the tutorial is how you want to draw. I have many references for books. Now, let's go back to a real example. No, not this folder. Hang on. I want to find a picture where I painted and then... Why do all my pictures suck? I can't use any of them. Well, if you think this helped you about shit, okay, let's do this one. I'm gonna have to hide my screen a bit though. Let's see. Right. I'm gonna delete something, hang on. The picture I drew last week. Hang on. Alright. I'm gonna try to repaint this a bit better. I merged everything. Or whatever. We'll still do it anyway. So here you can see I used... It's a very rough painting. I did it in like 1 hour or whatever. But purple brushes here. With watercolor. And you can see some white here as well. I wanted to do watercolor painting, but for the sake of... Let's just smack this in this way. Just wanted something. I like casual light feel colors like that. Pastel. It looks almost like a pastel chalk drawing and I quite like it. When I was about 13, 14, we learned to use pastel coloring in class and it was very nice. It was pastel chalks. You know, I quite liked it since. So I've always had a thing for it. Do this section. We're going to do this section. This is Anna from Overwatch, but I'm just going to look at her clothes for now. So there's many ways to do this. Some people like doing a new layer and then doing a multiply and then using a reddish shadow. We're going to do something similar. We're going to do it with the purple. Now, I know there's going to be a shadow here because there's a fold here. I'm going to quickly throw this here. And once again, this is only my representation of light and shadow, right? You don't have to do this the same way. But just to explain my process. And then there's going to be a fold here as well. So essentially that's the shadows there. There's going to be one here. And then now none of these are like the cylinder we spoke about. So none of these are cylindrical. If the gun barrel should be cylindrical, we're not going to do that. So this is one of the ways. You can do it with a multiply. Or if you want, you can just do it directly as a normal layer and then just use the color that you want. Whatever works. I'm gonna merge this. I don't want to save over this though. Let's do demo. Now, with clothes folds especially, some interest in if you manage to ease out this way. It's actually really light. So you have a hard color and then you ease it out and mix it in this way. That's how I deal with it. Sometimes I want hard shadows on some corners, but not all of them. Let's just do this. You get a nice solid for where the hard shadows are. Then you ease off some of the softer ones. That's one way we deal with it. Yeah. Always first poster making. One day I got sick, then they were glad. Oh, okay. One day I got sick. That's good. Yes, destroy the competition. So this is one way we can do it. So this is going to be a hard shadow, so I'll leave it like that. Now, the other way is if we still keep this on a separate layer, you can erase it. So if you do this kind of thing, a similar effect, but the color doesn't mix. So because I mixed the colors earlier, I had a color mix. Let's increase this a bit more. That's too much. Maybe this way. Because if you look at shadows in real life, the closer two things are, the darker the shadow is. And then, so if there's two folds here, let me just grab my brush. If there's two folds here pinching this way, then the shadow is going to be deeper. But if this one kind of goes off this way, shadows can be lighter. So because it's a very dynamic kind of shadow, I can't use an airbrush there. So if I use an airbrush, well, it's not that I can't, but I probably wouldn't. Normal, let's just grab this color again. If I use an airbrush here, it would look very round in all the spots. Yeah, let's get rid of this even. It looks very round and fluffy, if that makes sense. Like this. Everything looks kind of blurry. Shading skin work, shadows on clothes. Smudge can do the same thing. Smudge isn't the problem, but you need to reduce the hardness if you're using smudge, I think. Hang on. So if I'm using a smudge tool, I can still get the same effect. Let's go all the way back. Put that back in. So I can still get the same effect with the smudge tool. Ah, actually it blurs. Stabilizer, okay. Ow! Yawaraka-san. So this is a softness. I don't know why that menu is in... Is it Yawaraka-san? I hope so. So this is the blurriness setting. I don't know why that menu is just in Japanese. Whatever. Is this the blurriness smudge? Nice. Smudge. Yeah, okay. So I can paint transparent with the smudge. So I can do this and then paint transparent with the smudge. I don't use a smudge tool enough to know about this, but there's something probably. And then pop this off this way. That's an interesting shape there as well. My point being, like, there's going to be some hard lines and some soft lines, because light doesn't fall uniformly in a circle. And of course, on cylindrical objects like this, you do have to smudge it. So yeah. Anyway, my point being, find your own way of expressing light and then you'll be fine. Just my complaints, well, my criticism, I should say. Is you can't have everything, well, you shouldn't have everything looking like this, is what I feel. I mean, try different things. You could just go full Picasso. And if you look at anime nuri, right, which is your anime painting, don't look at let's look at Sword Art Online. I'm glad I could help. I speak like I know things, but I just finished a 90-day training as well. Let's look at this picture, for example. Let's analyze this picture real quick. Don't get me copyright banned. Ah, that's so bad. Resolution. That's terrible resolution. Anyway, we can sort of see these lines here, hard shadows. This is called anime shading, anime nuri. It's just hard shadows there. There's some gradation here, so this is airbrush. So you'd paint this in this blue color. So if I demonstrate, you'd end up painting this in this blue color, ignoring the shadows. Then you grab the darker color, protect alpha, airbrush, and then you do this kind of thing to make gradients even darker than that. And then you do the shadows on top. And once again, these shadows are hard shadows. There's always this kind of painting as well if you like it. I'm not saying you should do it. This is just the two mainstream kind of painting hair that I see. Not hair, but like painting in general. And your highlights here, whatever. Can't even get good shadows. So anime really like this, you don't need to use smudging. If you were to use smudging, I would use smudging maybe like here to ease into the skin, and maybe on the shoulders as well to ease the clothes folds, but pretty much about it. That's one thing you could look at. But yeah, find something that you like, and then I think just copy it essentially. That's not the best thing to say, but you know, good place to start. I'm gonna be right back though, give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm here. It's just so cold, I had to go turn my heater off. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's my shading. I always thought it took a lot of talent to be able to draw, but nothing to do with talent. A lot of it is just looking and finding and learning. I suppose there is sort of like an affinity for it. Some people learn easier than others, but there's so many things I regret in life. I wish I put more effort into drawing since I was a kid. But I don't regret that so much now because I managed to come this far. But like a few years back, I was like, all those time I spent drawing into my notebook as a kid, I wish I learned how to actually be good. That was one of my regrets in life. But then I did my 90 days and then I'm so happy with how far I've come. I feel like I've managed to avenge my childhood. That's always a good start. But yeah, I love your Sailor Moon picture though. The highlights are really nice. I think you're really good with the highlights. I love how bright and sparkly it is. You need a stabilizer, especially if you look at the colors. The Seifuku, the white on the blue, you need stabilizer on there, man. Me too, I'm also back to draw some stuff and start YouTube to improve every week. Yeah, that's good. Good. One day I'll do a series where I teach Z Muffin how to draw. He's volunteered himself. He's gonna become my stream content. Lol. I don't think it's impossible. I think you're a very smart cookie. I'm sure you can draw if you feel like it. Wait, when did that happen? You said something about me getting 100 subs and then you gonna do a try to draw stream. What happened? Z Muffin volunteering himself to be a test subject. He volunteered himself to be stream content. Oh yeah. I wanted to do a singing stream at 100 subs, but you know. Alright people, I need to grow my stream. I need suggestions, I need it now. One of the best suggestions I've got so far is tweet every time I stream. I probably should do that. And also the next best suggestion is stop sleeping and stream more, which is also an amazing suggestion. I think I need to make like shorter highlight videos instead of just long streams. Go to Twitch is not a valid suggestion. Get a pod to post. You can post on Discord when you stream. Yeah, that's a good idea. 1K in 3 months. That's good. Are you tweeting every time you stream? What's your secret? People with 100 subs they annoyed at you. That's good. I'm not annoyed at you because I don't have 100 subs. Haha. I haven't been putting effort into the stream itself, actually. Well, I suppose one step at a time. I want to talk about what kind of content I want to put out and stuff. I think this hair is fine. I think this looks good. I'm happy with this. I don't need to change the shape too much anymore. This looks fine, dude. I'm happy with this. Well, the hair's in. Let's do a bit of the uniform and then we'll call it a day. So this is character design at its finest anyway. I say finest, but at its worst is probably the word better. Anyway, I want to give her a leotard. I feel like that's the way to go. Bare thighs here. I feel like I need to fill this one here. I feel like I'll be betrayed if she doesn't have exposed thighs. Future cop lady needs exposed thighs, why not? But she's gonna look more like a stripper than a cop though. Ah, but that doesn't bring out the curvature of the thigh though. That's fine, we'll leave it. I actually have, if I want to monetize, I actually have 7 months to get. Wait, is it 4,000? Let me check. I don't even know how many. I got 7 subs in the last 28 days. 62 subs. 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, I'm not gonna make the 4,000 watch hours. That's way too much. I thought it was 1,000, but I thought it was yeah, it's 4,000. I have 600 watch hours. No, 600, 300. Hang on, I lost it. Then we'll go check. I have 300 watch hours. It's not happening. I just need more presence. I think I have to start on Twitter first. I need to focus on Twitter followers first before the stream because I need to advertise my art. And then I just make some making videos and then hope for the best. My worst thing is I'm being greedy and trying for a joint Japan and English channel for audiences, but that's not gonna win. That's gonna just make me lose. Start Twitter tomorrow. Wow. Look at this guy. 1,000 hours without 1,000 subs without Twitter. I should stop playing Dota. Dota is gonna ruin all my chances of getting anything done. I like this. Dota should be illegal, man. Dota ruins lives. Dota ruins hopes and dreams and careers. stuck in a void of emptiness. Okay, here we go. I don't know if I want to give her shorts. So many anime today watch. I'm trying to watch all of them to be released every episode. Yeah. Yeah. Probably should do something about these. Let's furnish her with a blade. We give her like one of those shiny supersonic blades. Let's just pop that in there. We're gonna give her a wrist guard armor thing. And I want buckles. It's gonna look like medieval armor, but no. I don't even know where the straps would go. I need to look at Noel from HoloLive. How her arm is done. I want these to be just arms though. And most she'll get this. Maybe a shoulder guard if we're being lucky. Let's give her a shoulder guard. Why not? And we're gonna have a uniform number here. I want this zip to go down. And then maybe around the waist here. This way. I want it to be nice and clean and robotic. I don't want too many zips and random things. This feels like infinite stratus. I like this. I like this collarbone here. Quite like this design already. That looks like a face. That's horrible. Wouldn't be so bad if she were to get some pouches, right? Like a holster or something. Give her a holster of some sort. Oh, should she have a sword? Nah, no sword. No sword. You can also have the number here instead. But no. What else can we give her? A USB-C port? My peoples, I need ideas. Give her something here. It looks more like a kunoichi than a thing though. Not so bad. Be careful of the balance so we don't break it. Come here channel, if a girl VTuber I because I'm not a girl VTuber. I'm not a girl VTuber. I could be a Bobby Niku with a voice changer. But I don't know. Could give her samurai armor. But nah. Alright, what else should I give her? I want more detail. I want more detail than this. This is not detailed enough. Let's go look at police woman outfits. They have a whistle and a tie and pockets. The Japanese police are the least threatening looking police, dude. They wear a suit and tie and like they look like pilots on a commercial airline. Gotta go sleep now. Thanks for joining. See you next day. Hope you had fun, because I had fun. See you next day again. After bed too. Alright, thanks for joining. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. We could always give a badge there, but nah, I don't like that either. See you in a bit. Really? Really? Yes. Go look at Witch again. These could be more interesting. Could do like a visual display here. Do a proper gauntlet style. Got details here. My eyes is Sharingan, yes. Mangekyo in the eyes. Give this a nice blade. I don't know what I can do for the detail on the body though. There wouldn't be too many folds. Maybe I give it a bit of a fold there, but I think that's too big even. Skin tight. Why would there be folds? I could put patterns and emblems, but looks too commercial. Maybe digital looking. We could do one of those hologram looking things coming out. The arms are fine, but I want to do something with the body though. Nier Automata is just straight out of dress. And all these Resident Evil characters are actually just depending on their backstory. You could do with a sword, honestly, if I want to just add detail, but instead of, I could put a badge here actually, next to the holster. If I wanted. I want to do something around here though. I have no idea what I need to do. Or maybe a comms device. Like a radio. That's always helpful. And this needs to go back here. I should go wrap around there or something. Black Cat's design is so simple as well. They have ab blinds. There's always ab blinds we could put in if we want. I probably need to look at some Infinite Stratus references or something. Yeah, makes it look more robotic, so maybe. I like the design. I feel like she could become a permanent character on the stream. The badge can be here. This badge can go away. Alright. I'm gonna save it. Call it a day. Come back to it with fresh eyes. And then we're gonna hope that I still like the character design. Thank you all so much for joining. And I will see you all next day. Goodbye. I need to get rid of this writing here. Where is it? Goodbye.